Alright, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy DMV Hoods and News, and we right here with
Shot by Cleva Camz.
Cleva Cam, man. What's going on, man? How we doing right here, man?
Bro, I'm reading these comments and y'all wild as shit. As a man, you can never tell another man what he is worth. Niggas like, oh, he lessening his worth for shooting $100 videos. That's how he feed his family or whatever, bro. Y'all can't tell that man what to do with his business. If it's that much of a problem, y'all niggas go get some motherfucking cameras and y'all go shoot. On God, that's what y'all do. And for the niggas in the comments that saying, I got $100 budget, bruh, it's nothing skinny over here. I didn't shot with Wax Bando, 100M, spending $400 or $500 a video, Clipstar, all them niggas. And excluding Clipstar, when I shot with 100Ms and Wax Bando, them niggas took motherfucking months to give me my shit back, all while shooting for other artists. But if I get up on one of them niggas and beat the shit out of him for playing with my money, I'm wrong, right? It's just music. Like, come on now, let that man do him. I chose him for the turnaround time, not the money, and y'all niggas can't tell him what the fuck he's worth.
So we want to go through a history lesson. We want to talk about some controversy, man, and a lot of things like that, man. So first and foremost, we'll start off with you, man. Whole time, where you from?
I'm from DC.
DC,
yeah.
Southeast, Northeast,
Northwest.
Northwest. Oh, you grew up you grew up uptown.
Yeah, from Uptown.
Around where?
Georgia Park Road.
Georgia.
Right by 640.
Okay, so you grew up on the house side, like the other side is Park. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Georgia and Park Road. Okay.
But I was in the projects. Like all my friends was in the projects.
So you was always hanging out with the 640 guys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
the old 640 guys.
The old
Ronnie T, Tim. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
But you from the like the 700 block side of like Park Road and stuff like that, like on the other side. Yeah. I know that area pretty well. Okay, yeah. So some of your upbringing though, you know what I'm saying? Because you basically like your 80s baby for real. Yeah. Like you grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, my mother raised me by herself. You know what I'm saying? My father really wasn't there like that. Lived uptown till I was like 19 years old, and then came over Southeast, right over there on 53rd and E, down the street from Eastgate.
So you got a South Uptown and Southeast. So you got a little bit of both in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What was kind of like the difference you noticed? You know what I'm saying? Moving to town.
Once we moved over Southeast was like way more grimier.
Yeah.
Because I was from Uptown, it's, you know, a little clean Uptown and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like even once I got into the streets. Like back in the 80s, once I started running the streets, I just noticed like Southeast niggas was just way more grimier than Uptown niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing I noticed about the city.
Facts.
You know.
Yeah. No, definitely. Whole time though. So what type of lifestyle was you living? Was you in the streets? Was you like, you know?
So you know, during my early life, you know, I'm in school and shit like that, but I was in the streets when crack first hit the U.S.
Really?
Like when crack first went viral in all the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was out there when that shit hit. I was out there with the Rayful Edmonds, the Wayne Purries and shit like that. Everybody that put them boys or talk about them boys in their music, I was seeing these dudes in the flesh on the streets.
Really? So you will see Rayful Edmonds and you will see Wayne Perry and a lot of other well-known names. I'm pretty sure you probably seen Tony Lewis Sr. or a few notable names and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
If you wanted to see them, all you had to do was go to Black Hole, Metro Club, Chapter 3, they was always in them spots, and I was always there. Because back then the shit was like, go-go was just, had the city on lock at that time. Now rap is in the DMV and all that. But I'm saying go-go had shit on lock then. And if you wasn't at the go-go, you was nobody.
Yeah, for real. Facts. Facts. So would you like, all right, so one question I have on that one is like, one question I have on that is, like, what was the biggest difference between before crack hit and after crack hit?
Alright, so when crack hit, like the city was just off the chain. It was like a lot of killings and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes think that, you know, like right now, people will look at, it's a lot of killings going on now, but it's nothing compared to the 80s. Nothing. I mean, we was killing, we had 500 drug-related deaths. You know what I'm saying? In like the years 87, 88, 89, 90, we was putting up New York numbers as far as killing people. You know what I'm saying? Look how much bigger New York is compared to DC, and we was keeping up with them as far as killing people. So yeah, it was crazy back then.
Right.
But after crack, I'm actually glad to see the change. You know what I'm saying? And like the gentrification thing kind of rubs me the wrong way one minute, but on the flip side of that, it is a good side to it. You know what I'm saying? Because the city is a lot safer now. It's just that I hate to see what we had to sacrifice in order to get there.
Right.
And what we sacrificing is kicking black people out of DC. That's the part I don't like.
Right.
Now, people coming in with a little bit of cash, they able to stay in DC. It's all good, but you don't have to kick black people out in order to make that happen. So
yeah. In fact, there's also successful black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
It's just like I just think like on that type of situation, there's like no middle ground. It's either that you're rich or wealthy, or you're just poor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's no middle class in it. It's like you can't afford a house in DC making $50,000 a year.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And that's very strange. Like you cannot afford a house making $40,000-$50,000 a year now. Yeah. You're either making 80 and above, or you on Section 8, and they're trying to get rid of the Section 8. So it's like it's going to a point where you have to make 80,000 above to live in DC. It's no ands if or buts.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? It's definitely you know, the thing about it is like we always say, oh, the whole DC always asks for community upgrade. I don't think nobody in this world, and nobody that comes from an impoverished area where abandoned buildings, homes that's like, you know, are being destroyed and stuff like that, they're just like, you know, and I don't want to make this my interview, this is your interview right here. But like homes that are being destroyed, and people sold drugs because they felt like they had to at that moment. You know what I'm saying? There was a lack of jobs and stuff like that. So
all that.
People was kind of like, they felt at that time they had to force their hand in the situation. So it's just like, it just felt like with that, the mass incarceration, and then the gentrification, it just felt like it was just all a plan though. Like, how do you think? Like, do you feel the same way about that?
Yeah. Like we might not be here to see it, but what I think, the whole DC one day gonna be Georgetown. I think that's their goal.
Yeah, because Georgetown used to be black too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Georgetown used to be black. At least a majority, like a part of it, used to be black. Like
I mean, quiet as kept. If you look in if you get up on your history, Georgetown was a safe haven for slaves.
Yeah, facts.
So
it was actually a black community. So a lot of people don't know that, but yeah. And me coming from Northwest too, I know that feeling. Like it was crazy though. But besides that, so you had a little bit of involvement like with the streets and stuff like that. Like you was actually out here.
Yeah, I was out there because in the 80s you ain't had no other choice but to get money. It was so plentiful, you had to get money. Right.
I mean, did you ever think about going getting a job? Did you actually try to get a job? Did you try to live a good lifestyle? Or it was just like it wasn't.
Once the drug thing was over for me, right? Like I got popped in like 94.
Oh, so you actually got caught?
Yeah, I got popped in 94, and then I went in 95, stayed in 4 years, got out 99. When I got out 99, then I was just straight. I ain't go back to the streets. Okay. So I started working jobs and stuff like that. I spent like.
You spent 4 years in prison.
Yeah,
I never knew that. Federal or state?
Federal.
Wow.
Yeah. I was down Lorton. Lorton gone now, but I was down on the Hill and all of that. The Modular Youth Center. I was in all them jails down Lorton.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow. How was that experience? You don't wish it on nobody.
Nah, the whole getting locked up shit, I don't wish that on nobody. But I mean, for me, I needed that because it turned me into this. I was just really with Cleva Camz, all I'm really doing is taking all that street shit from the 80s and I'm applying it with something legal, the music video shit.
Wow.
That's how I'm really getting money with it.
Right, fact. Wow, that's crazy. That being said also, so what actually was the start of Cleva Camz?
So, fell back from the rap shit. And then I always been into hip hop. Like when breakdancing was the shit, I was breakdancing.
Right.
Like the first hip hop album I ever heard was an album called Kraftwerk.
Right.
And the Kraftwerk was some white boys from England that was doing synthesized type music. That was the first record I ever heard that was hip hop. Right. Then when breakdancing came along, I was doing the breakdance shit. When rapping came along, I was doing the rapping shit. So I always been connected to music. I was looking for another outlet, and then next thing you know, you hear about this dude from Chicago, right? You hear about this dude from Chicago. He's shooting Chief Keef videos and all of that. And I'm like, who is this dude? I investigated. Turns out to be Aze Production.
Shout out Aze.
Right? So, shout out to Aze Production. That's my idol, right? That's straight up my idol right there. He the reason why I'm shooting today.
Right.
I wouldn't have a camera if it wasn't for Aze Production.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I started looking at his music videos. At the time, I was working for AT&T. I worked at the AT&T in Chinatown. I was right there, 2014.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then the next year, I watched all his music videos every day while I was at work. All them Chief Keef videos, all those Fredo Santana joints, all this shit he was shooting. I was just looking at his style of work, right? And then, after about maybe like 7 months of just watching, then next thing you know, I went and bought the camera. 2015, May 2015, May 26th was my first upload and my first video.
You remember the first person you shot for?
Yeah, it was for an artist named DZ Bars. He a friend of mine. So yeah, I needed to practice with somebody. I ain't charge him for the video. I just needed to see what my skills was at the time. So I called a friend of mine up. Hey, you want a free music video? He was like, yeah. He came up. We shot the video. We shot it in maybe couple hours. It ain't take long. Got a couple shots. Got him rapping, shit like that. And then I went home, chopped it up. It took me, look, I get out videos now in 24 hours. Because I'm...
Yeah, we're going to get to that right here. Yeah.
But when I did that video, it took me a week to get it out.
Really?
Which is still faster.
Yeah, it's faster than a lot of other people. Like, a lot of people be taking months.
For no reason. Yeah. So yeah, it took me a week to get the video together. I put it together, and then we put it out. Uploaded it May 26, 2015. That was my first video.
That's crazy. Wow. And how was you able to build up from there?
So I shot my second video for a co-worker at AT&T. He was managing an artist, actually. He was the manager. So I ran it past him because I knew he was in the music. I said, hey, I shot a music video. He checked out my first video that I shot, and he was like, all right, let's go ahead and do it then. Right. So I shot another free video for his artist. And then once I shot those 2 free videos, then those 2 free videos got me all the money I've been making all the way till today.
Wow. Wow. So we gonna fast forward a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I wanna mention this. What was some notable cameramen at that time that you was that was out when you came out?
Oh. Notable cameramen. First of all, let me shout out Clipstar.
Shout out Clipstar.
Shout out to Clip. Clip actually my favorite videographer.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't give him his gems though. Like a lot of people don't give him his credit. He's been around for minutes, a minute.
So the same way Aze Production is connected to Chicago, that's how Clip is to the DMV.
Yeah.
Clip is Aze of DC.
Right.
Straight up.
A lot of people don't give him his
been
credit.
out there forever. He was like the first nigga and even if he wasn't like the very, very first, he's the first that was known. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a difference. You know what I mean?
The only 2 I really remember at that time was probably Clip and Hood Roach.
Yeah.
Them 2.
Yeah.
I can't really think of too many else. I think when Trail was out, they had Black Star. They had
Black Star.
The high quality videos was first impression films. Like if you wanted that good cinematic, that was first impression. Like if you wanted that, like the shit that people are want today, Like at that time, the cinematic type of look was first impressions. But the most notable ones for like the hood ones was Clip Style and Hood Roach. You know what I'm saying?
And then I remember I think he's still out there though. Dope District Pro.
I remember Dope District, yeah. I think he's under a different name now. So yeah.
Dope DX or something like that. Dope District was out there. 100M's was out there. And then on the tail end of that time, then Valley Vision came.
But I think Valley Vision came like 2016, I believe. I think it probably came a little bit.
Yeah, cause when Valley Vision came out, I was out already for 1 year.
Right.
Yeah. But those videographers, all them videographers we just named, Clipstar my favorite, cause just the brand, just what the position he hold in the city. That's why I fuck with Clip.
Right.
Cause he had a brand, he stuck with it, and you know a Clipstar video when you see it.
Yeah, it's like his videos stand out.
Yeah, you know a Clipstar video when you see it. He never got away from his style. Never. I don't care if a nigga come out and he got, man, the video doing all types of shit on the screen. Clipstar ain't gonna never look over there and be like, oh, I need to do what he doing. Clip gonna keep making that same style video. That got pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? But I just like how he just stuck to his guns. You know what I'm saying?
I like his style of videos. It's different.
Yep, that shit is hood.
Yeah, I like it. I always like this style of videos. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, I just feel like some of the artists that were like big name, I think they needed to get there because they first started off getting their videos done by Clipstar, and now that they blew off, they just forget Clipstar. But Clipstar is kind of what made you. You know what I'm saying? No way. You know, y'all shot y'all first videos with Clipstar. You know, so facts though. But now,
but shout out to all them videographers because I visit all of their pages to get little tips and tricks and shit. Yeah, facts. I see them do something in the video, then I just do it in mine.
Right, facts. So we're gonna speak about some controversy and shit like that, man. Yeah. You had made a post saying that you were shooting videos for $100. An average video, the least costing average video is like $200 to $300 I can think of, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? $200, $300 at the most. But you rarely hear today in these days $100. If it's somebody coming with you with $100 video, it's somebody coming at you with an Android phone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, what made you want to shoot videos for $100?
I've been shooting videos for $100 ever since I first started.
Really?
Yeah. So, you know, that got a backstory to it. You know what I'm saying? That got a backstory to it, but I was shooting videos. My first video that I charged somebody for, I shot it for $50, right? And that was just based on because my skills wasn't up yet. And then with the $100 video, I tried raising my prices before, $500, $600, shit like that. Now that I look back on that time, I wasn't ready to go to a $600 price because the skill wasn't still there yet. Right. So I couldn't get that customer. So I stayed at $100, right? I was just like everybody else. I was trying to get my prices up, right? Because that's what you try to do in business. You try to maximize your dollar income, right? But I just stayed at 100. But God bless me with staying at 100 because once everybody found out that and this before like the thing on DMV Hoods and News, before that post was made. When people found out I was shooting for 100, I started getting mobs of people to come to me with $100. To the point where people was like I told you once before, like people would come to me and be like, Cleva, all I got is 100, dog. All I got is 100. I can't get no more money. I'm a young nigga. I'm 15. I'm still in school. I don't have no more money. Fuck with me for the 100. That's what I was doing. I started getting people like that. And then that's me helping somebody now. So now I will always shoot for $100.
Really?
I'm going to always shoot for $100. Even when I start, even if I do get up to a $5,000 price point, it might not be me to come out and shoot your video. But when you ring my phone for a $100 video, you going to get it. Because if I get up top and I'm making the bag. I'm gonna hire somebody to keep shooting them $100 videos.
Right.
That's a part of Cleva Camz forever. That shit gonna be there forever.
So you also do offer like more expensive.
Yeah.
So like, say if they want a $400, $500 video, they can get that too, and they'll have like super duper quality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing about your $400, $500 videos is gonna be like superb. It's gonna be like a $1,500,000.
They're still gonna be fucking shit up because I'm always giving the customer more than what they pay for. That's how I keep my customers. Mm-hmm. I got people that was fucking with me when I first started shooting.
Right.
And people still calling me.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like, but you still offer that $100 video just for the people that ain't got it.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah. I got the 100.
I think you think what it was when the well known and I don't want to knock down they prices, but like the Valley Visions, the 100Ms, the ones that was coming out with them cinematic quality type of videos, and they was doing it for whatever prices they charge. You know what I'm saying? The 500s, the 1000s, the 1500s. I think it was just like people was just looking for affordable cameraman because they just didn't have the money to get them type of cameraman.
Right. I think it got a little bit of that too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But for the most part, I just think that people trying to save money anyway. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whenever you go shopping for anything, you're gonna shop around.
Right. Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And if you find something suitable that's close to what you trying to do, it might not be all the way there, but I mean, if it's close to it, you gonna fuck with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Well, what's your response to the other cameraman that gave you backlash for that?
Really, my response to all the cameramen that has something negative to say is really, dog, don't waste your time being mad at me or having some negative shit to say about me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, I found a way to get my bag up. You have to find a way to get yours up. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about. It's not about, oh, he fucking the game up, this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
because, again, I told you I'm taking all them 80s tactics, selling crack, and I bring it to the video shit. Mm-hmm. Right? Back in the day with the selling drug shit, a nigga could be on your block. He's selling $100 block for $100. Right? I'ma show up on your block. Because this is what I was doing in the 80s. I'm going to show up on your block with that same amount of coke, right? Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to sell it for $50. Because I can. I could afford to.
And still make a profit.
That got you knocked out the pocket. But what you got to do is, now you got to go get you a connect with so you could do that. And that's what I'm doing with the video shit.
Fact.
For real. I could shoot these videos for $25 if I want to. I could afford it and still be good. These other dudes, they gotta make they rent. I got all that shit to do too. Yeah, I gotta pay rent and bills. But if I want to, I could drop it to $25 and niggas will really be hurting out there.
Right. Fact.
But I don't need to go that hard. So.
$25 videos.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can see your inbox blowing up right now, like going crazy right now if you did $25 videos.
Man, I will do it. You think that 100 made you mad?
$25. You gonna have a neighborhood crackhead try to do a video.
You think that 100 made you mad?
Oh
man, 25, nigga.
$25.
I have a waiting list for a year long, nigga.
Woo! That's crazy, man. But now though, like, all right, so you saying starting off, what can you get for $100 though?
For $100, what you get is you get a video. It doesn't have no effects on it, right?
But it's still a high quality 4K.
Still a high quality video. It's a lot of videos out there that don't need effects. Mm-hmm. You can make a killing with that $100 video.
Right.
My shit's still gonna be super clear, super sharp. Slow-mo gonna be buttery and not all robotic. You know what I'm saying? All my videos got smooth slow-mo. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm working with cameras that's doing 120 frames per second. I ain't even on the 60 frames per second no more. I'm on the 120. So for the videographers out there, they know what that means. Like all my cameras do 120.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Nice. And another thing, just to add into that, you have a 24-hour turnaround time.
Yes. And that been going around. I've been doing that since 2018. I've been doing that for 2018. I get everybody video back to them.
It's people who pay 600, 700, 800, 15, 20, like 2,000, 2,500, and don't even get their video in a day.
Nope. And that's the thing about me. I get any video back in a day. Because I learned how to edit the heavy workload fast. Whatever video, you might got different packages, right? Whatever video is your biggest package and you spend the most time on them videos because the customer paid a lot of money, right? Learn how to smack one of them videos out quick. The other packages that got less shit in it, you will knock them out in hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you think just people just be bull? You think other cameramen just be bullshitting?
Yeah.
But when they take over like 2 weeks to shoot,
straight up,
they just be.
What's happening is they shooting. That's what it is. Editing take a minute. You know what I'm saying? Even for a fast videographer, a fast editor like myself, I'm going on 6 years with this. So I got a system of how I chop up all my videos. I chop them all up the same way. They all look different, but I chop them up the same way.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So like. The editing, like I'm still spending 5 hours, 4 hours on videos. But when I do that, I'm sitting there and I don't get up from the computer until it's done. I do all my videos like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Nah, definitely. I mean, do you think, like, what if somebody come to you and say, hey, I want a $500 video, but I don't want you to take a day to do this. I want you to take your time and add the super effects. I want you to give me a week to do this. Well, can you offer that as well? Like, I want you to give me that cinematic look for the 500 or something like that.
Really, to be honest, I'm not even in that space. That customer is not for Shot by Cleva Camz. That customer not for Shot by Cleva Camz. I'm the McDonald's of videos because I get the shit back.
The McDonald's of videos.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the McDonald's.
But like, even if you say, I just want special detail too, can you give me 3 days? You know what I'm saying, to release it?
Yeah.
Because I want that good shit to it too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm paying you good money. Can you give him that?
Yeah.
At least 3 days?
Yeah. Now, I could give somebody that, right? But
can you give them something that looks like maybe some AZ type of shit? You know what I'm saying? Can you give them some AZ type of shit?
Yeah. I can do that kind of shit, right? And take 3 days and analyze your video. Make sure the effects looking tough. Make sure like I got you looking super good in that joint, right? I'm fucking your video up, right? Okay, but that's not my customer. That person is not my customer. Like I will kindly turn that customer, away. You feel me? I will kindly turn that customer away because you're not in the fold of my business model.
Right.
My business model, again, I'm on some McDonald's shit. McDonald's, you ask McDonald's to make a burger for you and I want it in 3 days, they're gonna look at you like you crazy.
Right.
You get it now when you fuck with McDonald's. I'm just like McDonald's.
Right.
I'm not gonna take 3 days. I'm gonna look at you like you crazy and get that shit to you ASAP.
Facts, man, facts. That's nice right there, man. Y'all definitely go follow Cleva Camz, man, and stuff like that. We gotta wrap this up right there. Any last words and advice real quick?
Shout out to Cornell Jones. Cause the shit started with Cornell. And then you got a hold of it and then it made it to DMV Hoods and News. Shout out to Cornell for going to bat for me. That's my nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Cornell. Right. And everybody, hey.
Want a video shoot?
Hey, yeah, you want a video? You already know where to find me. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Because the motherfucking post done went crazy, so, you know what I'm saying? But my Instagram is Shot by Cleva Camz. Cleva Camz, CLEVA CAMZ. Just put in Shot by Cleva Camz on the gram and DM me. Any DMs that I didn't get back to as of yet since the DMV hoods and news blow up, I'm going to get to you, man. I'm just only one person. So just be patient, man. I got it coming.
Facts, man. We definitely gonna wrap this up right here. It's your boy DMV Hoods and News, and we are gone.